Hi, everyone. Welcome to the weekend update with Sandy. Um, so nice to have you all back here again. We have a new moon in Taurus on the 15th. Um, look up Taurus's characteristics, and Taurus is about finances, feeling steady, keeping yourself steady, sensuality, future building. I mean, when I think of Taurus, those are just some of the main things that come to my mind. Um, so, this is going to be a new moon that's going to ask us to be grounded. And then we have a lot of other things going on too. I'm not going to pretend that I know exactly what they are, but I can feel it. So, a lot of interesting things coming up. I think we have Uranus and Taurus coming up, which is pretty major. Um, I just feel like we're coming upon test time. Like, okay, we've been taking the quiz and now the test is about to come. Dun 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 dun. Nothing to be fearful of though, right? Because this is just about your own karma, the energy that you've put out, that you've deposited into the universe. Think of that pentacle, that seed of intention. You've deposited it, and much like the banker, much like the Taurus, right? And it's almost like Taurus is going to make a decision of, can we have some money out of our bank, please? Can we have a loan? Well, have you been grounded? Do you work hard? Kind of like that. Um, are you good for your word? How do I know you can pay it back? So it's like, be prepared with those type of things, especially if you are looking for a loan, buying a home. um, have everything in order. That's really what I feel like. Have everything in order. Okay. Only to help you. Okay. Anyway, another thing that happened before I did your reading, and I've been meditating, shuffling my cards, um, just meditating on the energy, and all of a sudden I truly got sick to my stomach. I'm sorry. I know it's bleh, but I did out of nowhere. And it just came out of nowhere. I got sick, and now I feel completely better. So, I don't know why that happened, but what it did is it pulled me to bring out the Archangel Raphael deck. He's really about healing, about our health. Many archangels are, but he's a great one to go to when you want to pray over your health or someone else's. But I just felt like I needed to pull one. And then, so I took this deck out, and Mother Mary just kind of followed. So we're going to pull for Mother Mary too. Okay. I'm only going to do 3 tarot cards to try to keep this in manageable time for you guys. I gotta wash my tablecloth. Okay. So let's go ahead and get tuned in. Remember, this is all signs. We go by energy here at this channel, but we do. This is for the weekend update for the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. Happy Mother's Day. I know I said it last week, but hey, Happy Mother's Day again. I know it's going to be difficult for some. It's going to be difficult for me. We have each other. I don't know why. It reminds me of a saying. Not a saying, but something I heard, like a little story that someone told me where two women were in the grocery store talking about their loss. Someone had lost a child, and they were talking about the loss, and there was a little boy down at the mother who experienced that loss, tugging at her pant leg, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." The mother kept looking at her and saying, "Wait, not yet, wait, wait," and then would talk more to the other woman about the loss of this child. The other kid, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, stop." And what I took away from that is what a great lesson to be present and to be thankful for what we do have, what exists. It's not that we've lost anything, but we can't live in that cycle of, I don't know, woe is me, and then not see what we still have. For me, it's my beautiful daughter. And I'm sorry, I don't know why this is all coming up. Maybe this is why someone is feeling. Okay, let's get into the reading. Somebody must have needed to hear that. Okay. Give it a couple shuffles. Archangel Raphael, just tell me, who needs to hear this message from you? I can feel their energy. Feel their energy. What do you need to know for the weekend? 11, 12, 13. And of course, any words of wisdom. And we love you, and we appreciate you so much. Okay. Now we're going to do pull Mother Mary card. Mother Mary, I come to you today asking for words of wisdom. Help those that need it. We all need you. Your guidance. What guidance can you give us for the weekend? 11th, 12th, 13th. Approximately. We love you and we appreciate you. I am going to do, I don't know, I just heard do a Romance Angel Oracle card. It's like turning into an Oracle. This card was turned around. I wonder if this is why they wanted me to pick it up. Flirt. So let me see. I believe so. Isn't that weird? Like, pull Romance Angel card, look in the deck, and this is flipped around. I'm going to take it. Nope, that was it. Okay. So, we have the card Flirt. And I kind of like that. You know, it tells me, hopefully this should be a fun weekend. Maybe a romantic 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 weekend. If you can't love the one you're with, baby, love the one you're with. No, wait, that's not right. Okay, I don't know why. If you can't love the one, I can't even get the words. If you can't love the one you want, baby, love the one you with. Love the one you with. Here's this beautiful magnolia trees, cherry trees again. You know, I feel like what this is talking about is a lot of new things brewing, a lot of newness, um, but beautiful growth. Again, feeling that earlier that we are about to take the test, right? But with this test seems to come a lot of new growth, a lot of new beauty. Um, this may have people who are in relationships who, are fighting that mighty sword right now, right? And bam and bam and bam. The daggers. I feel, even though I do feel there's a lot in the sky, I feel like this is opportunity to clear it up. I may be wrong, but I feel like Uranus is going to be within Taurus for the next 7 years. I may be completely wrong about that, but nonetheless, whether I'm right or wrong, the energy I'm feeling is, think about what you're doing. Think about your next move, because I do feel this is about planning, and thinking about it, being present, um, loving who's in front of you, right? Right? If you can't be with the one you love the one you're with, baby. Love the one you're with. But I'm definitely feeling that for some reason that 7 year, whether it's a 7 year itch, things will now affect me for 7 years coming, that type of thing. But listen, this weekend is about keeping your energy light. I know this is the romance angel, so this is talking about romance. And again, I feel like if the two of you have been in like this shadow period, flirting, the act of flirting with each other can lift that heavy energy, turn it around. If you're not with someone, you're single. I don't feel like it's the same. Go to the bar and just flirt, like flirt, baby. Well, for some maybe, but I'm not feeling it to any extreme. Okay. I'm really feeling like it's saying appreciate what and who is around you. And this is where you start to see your gifts. This is where you start to see your blessings. This reminds me of the Three of Wands in a way. This is about how I am right now, where my energy is right now. Even if I feel like I am dying inside. Have fun. Go do something fun. Something. Call someone who makes you laugh. There's a million ways to raise your energy. You either just haven't thought of it yet, or you're ignoring it. Okay? Anyway, let's go on. All right, so let's start with Archangel Raphael. Do more research. Well, perfect card for Taurus, right? Going into Taurus season. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for clearly and gently leading me to the information that I need to know for my well-being. Please give me the courage to be assertive as I take charge of my healthcare needs. So definitely that feeling of finding out, right? Finding out that perhaps, you know, it can be something like finding out I have diabetes, finding out I have chronic fatigue syndrome. I am feeling, I feel it. What's the name of it? Starts with an F. And I know you're all out there yelling the name, and it's relatable to chronic fatigue. Fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia. So you're being led to help you with your health. It doesn't matter where you're at within your health. What Raphael is saying is you are being led. You're being led to do more research, which means that it's there. It's available. You will find it because you're being led to it, but you have to, go after it at the same time. I don't feel like there's a problem of you doing that. But I think what's important here is for you to know, no matter what your circumstance is here, you could be, like, I keep gaining weight and I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. Well, it could be your thyroid, and maybe that's the information you need. So then you want to study the thyroid. Bottom line is, whatever it is, it will be there for you. You're being led. It's almost like a soul contract. I have to be honest. That's what it feels like. Of course it is. But I'm really feeling that. Like my soul agreed to take on this illness, whatever it may be, whatever level it may be. Now, your soul agrees to take on this illness, right? Does that mean your soul naturally agreed if it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse? No, I don't think your soul is saying it's okay for it to get worse and worse and worse. More, what your soul's saying is get proactive in it. Do the research. It's available to you. I mean, my God, that's how I started my whole business, is I started with the research. Okay, let's see what Mother Mary has to say. Honesty. Boy, can I relate to this right now. Someone who's being a little dishonest in my life. So we have honesty. I am in touch with my true feelings regarding the situation. What does Mother Mary do? She looks after God's children, Source's children. And that's us. We are her children, right? She protects us, much like Archangel Raphael. But sometimes I feel like she protects us from ourselves. Right, so I am in touch with my true feelings regarding the situation. I do want to read from that. You received this card in answer to your question, because Mother Mary sees a need for self-honesty if you are to proceed. What do you have to admit to yourself about your current situation? When you think about it, what feelings arise? Why? It's important to take stock of your emotions and thoughts about anything that confuses or annoys you. Otherwise, you're reacting instead of taking charge. Although the ego is threatened by looking deeper, it is an essential component of healing this situation. Let's listen to that again. Although the ego is threatened by looking deeper, the ego is threatened by looking deeper. It's an essential component of healing the situation. This card guides you to take some time to evaluate and understand your feelings. Remember, you are entitled to them and they are neither right nor wrong. They are neither right nor wrong. Very often, your feelings are the voices of angels delivering God's guidance to you. Beautiful. And I am going to go ahead and read from the book for Raphael too. Just okay. So we're under the heading of do more research. Healthcare is a partnership between a patient, healer, and God. This card serves as a reminder that it's important to fulfill your role. Don't remain passive. Instead, listen to the divine whispers within your thoughts and feelings, which are the voices of God and Archangel Raphael guiding your steps in the healing process. Trust your feelings and know that you have the right. Okay, let me read that again. Trust your feelings and know that you have rights and options. Okay, so let's look at possible specific meanings. Get a second, third, or fourth opinion. Read the latest studies about this condition. Speak up and ask your healthcare provider questions. Definitely, definitely, definitely. I have to tell you, it seems like I had gone to the doctors, so many people, my father, my sister, my boyfriend, and as I started to lose people, my voice got stronger and stronger. So when my sister was ill, I went into action. And let me tell you, I did the research. So when I go to the doctor with her, because she's such a beautiful spirit that she had a hard time. I don't know if I want to say a hard time, but for whatever the reason, she didn't really speak up. So I learned to speak up for her advocate. And when someone I knew had a disease called porphyria, which is an iron deficiency, or an overactive. Anyway, how do I know that? Because I did the research. So when we went into the doctor's office, I swear to God, guys, I knew more than they did. So protect yourself in that way, okay? And how do you know that? You have to do the research. Speak up and ask your healthcare provider questions. Look for an alternative healer or healthcare facility and be open-minded about alternative treatments. Absolutely. Don't forget. Don't forget about that. Okay. Let's put that there for now. Excuse me. Okay, so do more research. Right? Definitely feel like Raphael is also like nature, nature, nature. Taurus season, all about nature. This is where you're going to find your healing. And for many of you, this is going to be where you find your answers. So when I talk about nature, I'm not saying just go out in nature just so you can feel a little better. That is part of it. But it is so you can nothing will clear your mind better than nature. And how beautiful to receive answers within nature. Oh. It's the best. So get out in nature. Be honest with yourself. Okay. I'm going to use an example. I don't know why I'm using so many of my own examples, but this is just a little bit of epiphany I had once when I was wondering why I kept going back to the bad boys. You know what I mean, so to speak, who didn't seem bad. But anyway, I started to realize, and I really just had this epiphany not too long ago, believe it or not, that my parents divorced when I was 13, and that was difficult. But that was, and I thought, well, that's probably part of it. But I started to remember different things as I was younger, relating to my father. And my father and I mean, he was my everything as a young child. So I was able to break things down. I'm not going to go into the story of why, but I broke things down. I realized one of my main issues when it comes to a relationship is the fear of abandonment. And did my soul ask for this quest? I believe so. Because I found myself in that type of situation. Matter of fact, I found myself leaving relationships. I don't even know how to explain it. Okay, but it was an epiphany. It taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about my soul contract, which makes it so much easier. Still there, but now I can work through it and perhaps get rid of it. Okay, sorry about all that. And you're right. Somebody left me a message and said, Sandy, stop apologizing. And you're right. I've noticed that I say I'm sorry a lot. But I don't say it as, like in the reading, I don't say it as in, I don't know. I just think it naturally comes out of me. I just think it naturally comes out of me. Just like when I say, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. All right, guys, the weekend. All right, what's going on for the weekend? What can we know? What would best suit us? Look at that. I feel like this is love for yourself, first and foremost. I feel like this is love from the universe, first and foremost. And then we'll see what else this is referring to. I feel like, it's a spiritual blessing. And let me explain something. When I say a blessing, what I personally mean by that is I want you to think of like the Seven of Pentacles, right? Where we planted that seed of attention. And then think of the Ace of Pentacles, that big pentacle. Well, I often look at that Ace of Pentacles as that seed that had been planted. My seed of intention had been planted many, many years ago, or lifetimes ago, or even last week. But that's how I see it. I see that pentacle, or the Ace of Cups, any of the aces coming back to us like a reward. Now, that can also, if we opened up with the Nine of Swords, it would have been the same thing, right? Something we would have to look at. Some reason why anxiety keeps coming back to us, but it's not. It's the Ace. Let's keep going. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. That's about success. That's about wisdom, collective wisdom. It's about a journey, with it being a 9. And, you know, what I feel for some of you, it's like you are, you know, you could certainly be finishing up a like a college course and receiving a degree. Because I feel like what it's saying is this part of the journey relating to some's money, learning, or whatever it is to take them to the next step. I definitely feel like we're coming up on that time. I can see the collective wisdom. You know, with the Nine of Pentacles, the hard work, the groundwork has already been laid. We did that through the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles. We're now at the point of success. This may be brand new to many of you because with the Ace of Pentacles right before that. I'm sorry, the Ace of Cups right before that. This can certainly be the epiphany that is going to take you perhaps into like the Ten of Cup energy. Okay, let's keep going. I'm telling you, I know so many of you are opening up spiritual-based businesses, metaphysical businesses, and I think it's quite beautiful. I definitely think we need more and more and more, you know, but I do want to say here, what this is showing me is, you know, I didn't strike out on my own, so to speak, until I had the knowledge, the research, being honest with myself. You know, am I ready to take on the next step? Because I feel for some of you, this is just the beginning of a new path, right? Of the Nine of Pentacles. And I feel like what it's saying is you're starting your own business, especially metaphysical, you know, spiritual. I see success. But just be careful. Okay. And the reason why I feel that you're being asked to be careful is if you're going to do this, let's say online, okay, or even, you know, they have these apps, Instant Go, which is constantly sending me emails um, to join them. I can't even, you know, no, I don't have the time. Anyway, I feel like this is saying is make sure, okay, how do I say this? Because I don't want to discourage you. Because you definitely, for those just beginning on this path, you're definitely on the right path. You know, even with Archangel Raphael, I feel like the two trees he's standing between are like your go. It's not that you don't have the wisdom in that, but I feel what it's saying. If you're doing a spiritual-based business, make sure it's coming from your truth, okay? You know, tarot is your perspective, how you see it. Same with intuitive. You know, unless you literally can, you know, your guides talk to you, what have you. So this is about not going forward. This is saying, yes, absolutely go forward. But maybe you're about to start readings, you know, like tarot readings, something. Speak the truth. That's what I'm feeling. Speak the truth. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I'm picking up this energy of someone within this Nine of Pentacles, who you're doing something just for the money of it, right? You're doing it more for the money, the money, the money. I don't know why I just said it like that. What's happening is the more, okay, so you're on this path of making money and you're successful, you're making money. But what's happening is you're making money, but you're kind of forgetting who you are. Like you're forgetting where you've been, what got you there. The energy of not burning bridges, being careful not to burn bridges. Because I feel like you're no longer listening to your authentic self. And it has become all about the money now. It may even be a little obsessive, okay? So just check yourself because I don't feel like, I feel like you could very easily get in tuned again, get in tuned with the I am of you, the I am. Because I don't want to see you crash and burn, okay? Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. All right, we have one more card here. 10 of Wands, wow. Maybe I should have turned that around first. Because that's kind of what I feel, for those who are making money, but, you're doing it strictly for the fact of making money. And I don't mean like I'm a father or I'm a mother and I need to make a living to feed my children. I don't mean it like that. You need to make money. This is someone who, I hope you're not taking other people's money. Like a Bernie Madoff kind of thing. Especially with the Ten of Wands now showing up. I feel, because I often feel the Ten of Wands are heading to the Tower. They want something to end. Maybe they don't want it to end, but the universe is damn close to making it end. It's almost like, I feel like it's almost like a chance to do a correctment within myself so I don't have to go through this Tower moment. Okay, and I'm sorry I'm harping on that, but I do feel like, this is someone who is not living through gratitude, and you're heading towards it all come crashing down. Now, you can save that. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. Stop. Be thankful for everything. Get more present within your daily moments and remember how you got to where you're at. If you are taking other people's money, now you may be reinvesting this money, right? But if you don't know what you're doing and you're taking other people's money, not only are you going to hurt them, but it will come back to you full force. It's like it's karma. We have to experience what we have done to another. We may experience it in different ways, cause and effect. Okay, we're going to move on because, you're either going to get that message or not. Sorry, move this over a little bit. Okay, let's bring out, this is Tarot Illuminato, by the way. Crystal Vision. You guys know by now, right? And let's break these cards down. So I have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Wands mirroring each other. The Ace of Cups and the Ten of Wands. I know I didn't do my nails. Ugh. So this is some type of new opportunity. You know, it's like he's dropping the host right into this beautiful cup. Look at the jewels. This is no ordinary cup of love. You know, I feel like it carries power. It's got the power to end heartache, pain, anguish, maybe health conditions. It's got a lot of power here. I feel like for some of you, I know it's going to get a little deeper, but I feel this is a healing over. I feel like for some of you, this is a wake-up call. I feel like you think you have to keep these 10 wands with you at all times. It's my experience, my wisdom. But you're carrying it around like baggage instead of lessons learned. There's no weight to the lesson. So as you feel like you're pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling, you're fighting the universe, so to speak. I feel like this is recognition over where, you know, this is probably why I was talking about the epiphany I had with, you know, clearly what was abandonment issues. And I don't fool myself to think that they're healed. But now, every time I enter into a situation like that where I start to feel it, I can ask myself. Now I know to ask myself. I am here. I am here. I am. I am present. That's tapping. By the way, I know it doesn't look like it. So this Ace of Cups is many things to many people. But the one thing I feel is the Ace of Cups is talking about clarity over the feeling of love. Even if you don't have, this is not even just about romantic love, but even if you don't have a romantic partner, you know, it's just like this feeling you're just gonna, this weekend, you're gonna just feel like this outpouring of love. And I do feel like for, you know, a lot of us, you know, we're being awakened to our true selves. Could that be happening like all in one weekend? It kind of feels like it. You know, you don't hear me say that very often. So I feel like for many, this is the ability to awaken to your true, authentic self. It doesn't necessarily take the pain away, but it helps you categorize the pain. This equals 21, which is a 3. It tells me a couple things. It tells me, number one, you know, whatever you're going through, it doesn't feel like you need to go through it alone. Nothing else, you have us. I also feel, you know, I feel like this is really asking us to, well, you know what? It is Mother's Day. There's another, because I keep feeling like gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. So gratitude for your mother, whether she was a good mother or she wasn't. She was the mother you requested. Your soul requested that mother to learn some type of lesson So I really think if you don't know what I'm talking about soul contracts. I'm talking about what we as a collective plan for our lives, the challenges, and challenges don't have to be looked upon as something that is hard. It can be something that's beautiful too, but it's something that truly grows our soul. Why? Why do we want to learn these lessons as a soul? Because we are here for the collective. So we are all students and we are all teachers. All of us. You and I have this soul agreement. To me, we just do. I mean, I know that. But many of you may not even realize that or even understand the concept of that. Um, so do some research on that. Oh boy, there's a beautiful radio channel that I like listening to because it's like attracting like. We think exactly like. And his first name is Bob. Oh, I forgot his last name. But he was a police detective, and now he's a spiritual detective. But in the way where he's trying to bring us informations to help us through our life challenges. So, I'll try to remember the channel. It's weird. Okay. Anyway, I don't think I cut the cards. Ace of Cups, baby. Ace of Cups. I have this beautiful dove, and then I have this beautiful owl. Love and wisdom. Love and wisdom. Love of self. And taking advantage of all the wisdom of many past lives. All right, I'm looking at this Ace of Cups. I have the Page of Pentacles, and then I have the Hermit. Hello, student and teacher. Student and teacher. When, well, I want to keep them together. This Page of Pentacles, she's not forcing anything. She's in a tree, by the way. Remember the days of climbing trees? That's the kind of energy that Spirit's talking about within this Ace of Cups. That childlike, fun, light energy. That's what the flirt is coming into. But nonetheless, here I am beginning this learning. Let's put it that way. I'm learning. I'm researching. And it just feels like whatever it is I am learning, I am then teaching. This feels within. This may be spiritual teachings. For some, you may be channelers, mediums. But I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like direct download, and then I teach. I share. You don't even have to put the word teacher on here. But whatever information I gain, I then share to help others. Doesn't mean I'm sharing with the world, but maybe you are. So, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like this Ace of Cups is saying, you know, accept this unconditional loving feeling. Well, it's real. Accept this unconditional love that you're going to feel from the universe. Something within that is going to spark something within you to then either, number one, let me tell you what it's going to do. It's going to put a real belief within you. Like, you're going to start to get to know you. Like you. The depths of you. That was my stomach growling. Because, that's what the Hermit does. Takes that beacon of light. Is the beacon of light for others. We also have Taurus and Virgo right here. So, I have to throw that out there too. But I feel like the Hermit is then going into this Nine of Pentacles. So, what am I doing while I'm in Hermit mode? I am seeking spiritual knowledge. I am seeking clarity. I am seeking it, so not just to help me solve my own problem, but then to help mankind. That's what we're all here for. Whether we're meant to cause resistance, so we bring an uproar, you know what I mean? Like don't forget your importance. So it is like we are the teacher this weekend. We're receiving the spiritual download. We're receiving that feeling of, it's like confidence and nothing can get in your way. I don't care what's going on in your life. It's like all of a sudden you get this feeling of, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about. You get this feeling of, man, I just feel like I could do anything. Like there's nothing stopping. There's no resistance, right? Because this Ace of Cups is canceling out this Ten of Wands if you allow it. Why do I keep doing this? Why am I keeping all my life lessons as baggage, as suitcases that are filled with rocks that I have to then carry, when in reality, it's all within my soul? Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to leave these out, and I'm going to look at the Nine of Pentacles, because this Hermit is certainly trying to tell us something important, and it has to do also with this Nine of Pentacles. Got the Knight of Pentacles. Huh. Well, Knight of Pentacles is our guardian angel. Knight of Pentacles is very steady energy. One that we can count on. I love that he's emerging from the Hermit. So, I'm planning with nice, relaxed energy. I'm letting things come to me, but then I'm using that information and I'm moving forward. I feel this is more about the school of the Hermit, the college of the Hermit. This is showing me that many of you have already been here or are in there. You're in there somewhere. But as you emerge, here comes this Knight of Pentacles. So why is the Knight of Pentacles so slow? Because he wants to be sure. This is about being sure and being steady. Whatever this is bringing out is important. Whatever you are doing within a career is important. And by the way, the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight that I know of that doesn't carry weapons. Doesn't need to. There's a trust within himself, right? Look at another thing. Why is he slow and steady? Well, maybe he wants to make sure that each lesson was learned along the way and not rush through it, right? Like let's say the King of Wands, right? Very quick movement. But does the King of Wands or the Knight of Wands take the time to know where I've been? Probably, but you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain to you why some things take longer. And with the Four of Pentacles, look at the Earth. It's all Earth. What it feels to me is like, why is this Knight of Pentacles slow moving here right now? Because there was some type of belief, something that you were hanging on to, something that doesn't feel like it was helping you. And it looks like you had to analyze it, or you did analyze it. You know, there is so much healing available this weekend. I love the beautiful willow trees. One of my favorites. And with this Four of Pentacles, I feel like, I also feel like this is a question. Like, I feel like you have been asking a question and even looking for that answer, searching for that answer. With all this Earth, you know, this is either with an Earth sign or this is about your material world. I have the Two of Wands, so do I begin this new path? I have the Queen of Wands, so absolutely. I have the Page of Wands, and I have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, hello, Earth against fire. So why did I need to take whatever this path is, you know, whatever I'm waiting to come to me, or whatever I truly want to do within myself? What has taken so long? Clarity, 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 clarity over. This is about solving your issues before you move to the next. This is what's been going on, and for some of you, this is what you need to look at. You know, you need to look at certain issues that, listen, just like I said earlier, it could have been with you forever, but now for some reason is being like the answer is being illuminated to you. I can see that. And, you know, I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, like, don't move. Sorry about my sound effects. I don't know. But like, nope, don't move. Fear. And I mean fear. Fear of giving something up for something else. Not sure if I'm willing to do it. I don't know if I'm supposed to do it. I'm feeling resistance. And this is showing me absolutely what you need to do is, you know, I tell you, I'm saying that because we're in Taurus season, we need to think about Taurus and we need to think about the characteristics of Taurus, right? But this is giving you that. So it's giving you the time, even the understanding. But now we're moving into fire. So now it's about action. With the Two of Wands, yes, this may be a brand new path for many of you. But listen, it's mirrored by the wheel. This is destiny. And we live all through this wheel, right? Sometimes we're here, sometimes we're here, sometimes we're here, sometimes we're here, sometimes we're here. When we're here, it's these life lessons that get us back up to here. When we're here and we're not showing that gratitude, right? That gratitude for what we have, recognizing all the little beautiful synchronicities in our life, we start to fall. We start to travel back down. This is about the ebbs and flows of life, right? The ebbs and flows. And the ability to just go with it. But it requires something, I feel, at each stop. Belief, strength, gratitude. Gratitude for your, thanking yourself for climbing that mountain. Thanking Source. Thanking those who, be grateful. Because the more grateful you are, the more comes to you. I'm telling you. The more selfish you are, you may make a ton of money, but I can guarantee you there will be areas of your life that will fall away. I'll tell you very simply, I feel like we have the page and the queen, and I feel like we've been in the page mode, right? Page, I'm thinking, I'm planning, it's starting to come into my atmosphere, but I really haven't put the action into it. I'm not the knight yet, but you're going into the queen. So it's almost like you're skipping the knight. Like here is this information, right? I don't know why, but right now I'm feeling a little unsteadiness with her, like, again, do I or don't I? Do I or don't I? Whatever your question is. And because we're missing the night, I feel for some of you, this is going into action right away. Like clarity comes, bam. That's all I needed. Excuse me. I feel like the only thing the wheel wants you to really look at is what is it you're still hanging on to? And I know you're probably sick of hearing this, but what is it that you're hanging on to that's not serving you? It doesn't have to be a person. It can be an idea, a belief, um, a drug habit. It can be, negative self-speaking. What is it? What it's showing me here is your ability to figure that out. And maybe that's why, and I know you hear me say go to nature, 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 but it is Mother Earth's meeting place. That's what it feels like to me. It's a meeting place where I can meet with my guides. I can meet with Mother Earth. I can feel the wisdom and the strength of the trees, everything. I can look at a flower and understand that it started as a tiny little seed and it had to fight that ground with no sun or, no warmth. And it had to fight and fight and fight. until it sprouts into this big, beautiful flower. It's the strength of that seed. Okay. Let's look at the High Priestess. Beautiful High Priestess. You know, I feel like anytime the High Priestess comes out, it is for our own good. It is opportunity to look at something, to clear something up. If we're fearful of something, sometimes I feel it's the opportunity to feel that little spark. I love that she's out. Okay. She brings the sun. Beautiful. Card of Leo. Isn't that weird? It's the first card I named. It just made me think of my son. The sun. Ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Ten of Swords. Look at this. We're on the High Priestess. Man, oh man. I mean, does it look like I have two paths I can go, right? Or let's put it another way, because I have the sun, and I knew the sun was coming out because I knew there was illumination over whatever it is holding you back from living your authentic life. Do I feel like this is a choice? Yeah. Because it's coming through the High Priestess and it is being illuminated for you, for us. So it asks us to look at these two tens. One is the Ten of Pentacles. How do I get to this Ten of Pentacles? Which, by the way, she's sitting in this beautiful tree. You know, all her pentacles here, nicely stacked. She's not out spending them. Maybe that's what it's saying for some of them, some of you. You know, don't go out and just like throw your savings away. Don't lose the house, you know, that type of thing. So how did I get to the Ten of Pentacles? Well, number one, through the Nine of Pentacles, right? Through my hard work. Through believing in myself. Or I can stay in the Ten of Swords. You know, I feel this is a goal. This is a block. This is the block to our goal. And the High Priestess is kind enough to let us know that, to illuminate that, so that each and every one of us can get to our own Ten of Pentacles. Trust. I mean, Mother Nature at its finest. This is what everybody else did to us. Taking us down. Right? Put us on the ground, flat on the floor. Looked at us straight in our eyes and lied. Put that sword in a little deeper, right? This is that energy of trying to help people, but it just keeps coming back to you in a negative way. Why? Because you're around people who don't appreciate it. So you're falling into their energy instead of them lifting up to your energy. You either give or the taker. Here. You either cause the swords or you receive the swords. Or both, because you can't look at the Ten of Swords and say, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. You have to look, well, you don't have to. You have to look at the Ten of Swords as, this is due to other people, but it is because of power that I gave away. I am. I gave it away. Was I meant to give it away? Maybe. Maybe that's part of your soul lesson. Maybe part of your soul growth is to experience these very difficult situations. I know it's mine. I know I'm a light worker. And I know that I had to go through what I've gone through to be able to do what I'm doing. I know the Spirit is using my own experience to help some not have to go through this. Like the hermit. Show through my experience, right? Stop thinking like that. Stop thinking like that. Even if something is not going your way, well, then just stop thinking about it. And think about this. Think about your worth. The Ten of Pentacles, you deserve every bit of the Ten of Pentacles. This is you who put you here. This is independence. Doesn't always mean I'm going to be rich, I'm going to live in a mansion, I'm going to drive a Lamborghini. All my animals are going to be purebreds. That type of energy, no. I mean, it could be if that's what you want. But this is feeling rich within yourself, no doubt. I don't think anybody can knock you off that tree. You feel strong, stable. Much like this Knight of Pentacles. Why did it take so long to get you to this Ten of Pentacles? Because you needed to grow this strength and stability within yourself. This is why I saw the dove and the owl. Love of self, collective wisdom. An illumination over that. Now, this is also a beautiful message when we look at it with flirt, because that is what the sun is all about. Happy. Happy, happy, happy. I mean, literally. Think of your happiest childhood memories. That's what it's like. Think of the times when you felt the freest in your life, and I mean unencumbered, and that's what it's like. I feel like there's a few of you going to ball games. It's funny because I've been feeling like a baseball player. I've been feeling you in a couple of my readings. I feel like you're watching me, and maybe you don't. Maybe you just don't want to put your name in. That's fine. I feel like you're going to break a record this weekend. Now, again, is it professional? I don't know, but I know it's going to count. Does that mean all your friends are going to be celebrating you? Yeah. But it does feel a little bigger. It feels bigger than that, okay? And it's funny because I feel like you're meant to do that. And, you, the ball player, may meet someone very special this weekend. And you, the reader, or you, my friends, I feel like, I'm not sure if the ball player is watching, but I've been feeling your energy. And I kind of feel like you are watching some of the videos. I don't feel like you're watching all of them, but I do feel like you're watching some of them. this is weird because I feel like someone else is also watching, and I feel like it's almost like a match made in heaven. And I'm going to leave that go because I'm not really seeing how it's all taking place other than, some of the hints is I feel like if you're the ball player, you're going to break a record this weekend and there's celebration over that. And it can be just like your friends like, woohoo, lifting you up and, like, yeah, you won the game. Or it could be a professional team. Um, it could even be scouts. Maybe a scout within the bleachers. I don't know. Just keep that in mind. Oh man, I don't want you to freak out though either. Like I've got to get. Um, it won't even matter. It doesn't matter because when I tell you stuff like this, what I believe is for some of the things you will gain amnesia. You'll kind of forget about it. And that's why you should always go back at the end of the month also and watch a reading. Okay, let's look at this Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords. Or it's not Ten of Swords, it's the Ten of Wands, but look at that. I have the Ten of Wands with that. Synchronicities. Two people who have walked similar paths. Look at that. I have the Nine of Pentacles again. So opening a business, and again, it may have taken you, much like that Knight of Pentacles, there may have been obstacles, what felt like obstacles along the way, but really they were learning points. I also feel like I may have someone in a relationship with a Virgo, and I feel like there's a lot of, lovey-dovey. Lovey-dovey. I feel like you may be comparing paths. Like, well, my path was hard. I had to do that. Well, my path was hard, and I had to do it. And it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like we're sharing. It feels like we're comparing. I don't feel like we're comparing for the best. Like, we're not comparing. I don't feel like we're comparing for the illumination over it and how can it help us. Yet, you can do that. You can turn this around and look at these, because that's what you're doing. Period. Like I lost my job in 2007, and after that, I lost my house. And you're coming back. Well, in 2007, I wrecked my car and ended up in the hospital for 3 weeks. Okay, well, whose is worse? And I feel like what you're supposed to be noticing is the synchronicities and not the differences. So you're comparing, but you want to make one wants to be, I don't know. Well, I do know. One wants the shallow victory. If that's you, I want, please look at that because I do feel, we're coming more out of ego energy right now. And it doesn't have to be a Virgo. This could be someone who, I don't know, I feel like they're not great with their communication. Okay. And I feel like, I don't know if it's a Virgo, I don't know if it's you, I don't know if it's both of you, but someone is very heavily, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. If we can look at these synchronicities for what they are, we can see that the two of you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. I have the King of Swords, I have the Seven of Swords, and I have the Five of Swords. Well, I should have just read that information, because that's what I'm feeling here. Competition. We're trying to compete over, with the King of Swords, like, well, here's my truth. Well, here's my truth. And the Seven of Swords in between. I do feel like, someone may be exaggerating, looking for pity. In some form, I guess we all want pity, but it's not really pity we want, it's comfort. This person feels like they want pity. And it may be you, maybe both of you. So if that's you, recognize that. And even, I don't know if your partner knows that you watch readings like this, but I feel like even if you could just like snapshot this piece so both can realize, because this is easily able to resolve itself. You are where you're meant to be, okay? Just a little in the ego right now. Get that energy much lighter. Definitely get that energy lighter, and you benefit. You benefit from this Ace of Cups. This can be feeling love for my partner again. Like, I'm starting to not like you. And then all of a sudden I have this great feeling of love over, over, I don't know what the word is. Just this feeling of love. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, guys, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put one card on each of the oracle cards. So we're going to start with Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael. So beautiful. Healing. Man, will give you strength. So I have the Moon, I have the Queen of Pentacles, and I have the Devil. Hello, Taurus. Come on. What is going on in the sky? We have all this Earth energy. Uranus. I think that's Earth. I know when the day I was born, I was under the influence of Uranus. I don't know. Okay, what are we looking at? Raphael. Raphael's asking us to be more proactive. Well, hello. Perfect symbol of that, the Queen of Pentacles. Because what is the Queen of Pentacles best at? The details. She can find the details. If there's a problem, she will find the solution. I dare you to tell her that there's no solution. She'll find it. She'll make it her life's mission. She is proactive. This is just telling you, sometimes the answers are in the small details. I feel that what Raphael's saying right here also is definitely definitely consider alternative approaches. Research, definitely research. I feel like someone is on some heavy medication. It could be for chemo or I feel like it is tough on your body. But yet, and I know it's the moon, and you're probably like, well, why are you referring to the moon? this way. I don't know. I'm just going with my advice. Because I feel this is two different ways that I could treat a problem. And I don't mean to associate the devil with pharmaceutical, but I do somewhat feel that. And I'm relating this to, oh my gosh, so many different alternative approaches out there. I'm not kidding. So you need to do the research. Not just do the research, but, you could be maybe trying acupuncture, trying Reiki, maybe having a reading done where you go directly to the Akashic records. But the bottom line is, I feel like this is saying, be proactive, because for some of you, you may be on a drug that is pretty difficult, or how do I say, pretty rough on the organs of your body. And I do feel like there's a different way. Okay, that is always your choice, though. But I feel like you're going to find it. I mean, I cannot think of a better representation of what I'm feeling from Archangel Michael, or Archangel Raphael and Michael, perhaps, than the Queen of Pentacles. It's in the details. It's in the details that people miss. Other people miss. The Queen of Pentacles will pick it up. Queen of Pentacles doesn't wait for someone else to solve her problem. She solves her own. Doesn't mean you don't need help. Okay, or that you should refuse medical help. No, that is not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying this is your temple. Don't just take what the doctor tells you to take. It reminds me of like warfarin. I don't know if I'm saying that the right way, but very, very hard on the body. Okay, so I think you get the gist of that. Okay, let's look at beautiful Mother Mary, who is asking us to be in touch with our true feelings regarding whatever situation that we came here today for. So we probably all came for different reasons, right? So that's what she's asking you for. Temperance and the Queen of Swords on the beautiful card of honesty. Hello. She will cut to the chase. I love the Queen of Swords. I feel like if you have a conversation with the Queen of Swords and you're beating around the bush, she'll be like, hey, let's just get right to the matter. Let's stop talking about all the bullshit and let's get directly to the matter. So we can solve it, fix it, cut it out if we need to cut it out, and move on. It's just your own personal truth, because it's coming with the beautiful Temperance, who is sent by the High Priestess, by the way. Balance within our lives. Doesn't mean we have to have perfect balance, but we're working towards it. Even working towards it, small steps of working towards something comes back to you. Don't forget that. I feel like Temperance is best at that. What I put out there, I get back. What I give, I get. Bottom line. It won't look like what I gave. It'll come to me in a different way. We all want to experience things from different perspectives. patience can be great love. This can tell you that, the patience that you've had are being rewarded now. Because this is about divine timing, universal timing, manifesting, compassion, standing out in a crowd. Not that you have to try. It's just who you are. So don't push yourself into a corner. It's pure strength to know the truth and then know what to do with the truth. I feel like you had to get to know yourself. This is what this reading feels like. Like you had to get to know yourself so you could better navigate this life. So Mother Mary is asking us to be honest with ourselves because something within divine timing is happening. Okay? So especially with the Queen of Swords, what is it I want? Who is it I want? Who is it I don't want? Like, no more games, Boy, I just said that to someone, like, stop with the games. Like, you know what you want or you know what you don't want, right? Okay, let's look at flirts. Wow. It's like I didn't want to take all those cards, but man, they pushed their way out. Okay. With the Hangman. Hello, Nine of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. I mean, come on. Seven of Cups to me it's a very playful kind of fun energy. But it's also having a lot of different options, and no one option looks the same. Can be very exciting energy at the same time, as long as I'm feeling, well, I have the Hangman, so it's like kind of grounded, but for some of you, maybe these options, are coming out this weekend. You're going to be approached by multiple people. And I have to reverse that for some. I feel like for some of you, you haven't been out of the house. You haven't gone out and had fun. And it's time. Go have some fun. Like, don't even think about it. Grab a friend and a frisbee, no matter how old you are, and go find a park. Grab a blanket, a book. Have a picnic with your mother. Take your mother on a picnic. Wow, she would love that. Okay, I have the Hierophant, and then I have the Two of Swords. So what are we looking at? Flirt. Flirt. So I'm wondering if this weekend is going to have a few of you then in some type of decision mode, right? Two Swords, though, I feel I feel like you can trust your intuition here. I definitely feel that. But you know what? I don't even know if this weekend is about finding great love. I feel it's more about setting the tone of what is coming, right? Because we have the Nine of Cups. This is our wish card. We had Temperance, divine timing. We had the Knight of Pentacles, making sure things are right and not moving, like not trying to move too quickly until I understand where I've been. You know, the hangman, that's what it feels like. Like, this is what I'm doing now. I'm trying to understand where I've been so then I can know what I want in my future. And for some of you, you know, well, much like myself, it's a home. Like you're looking for a home. But somehow that's going to be illuminated to you also. I can see the illumination around it. There may be a few where your faith, your belief is questioned somewhat. I feel this is very minute, but stand behind your beliefs, okay? Somebody may try to get you to see a different perspective, and that's great. Listen to that different perspective, but who I'm feeling for now, I don't feel like this person, it almost feels like they're kind of making fun of you in a roundabout way. Stand up for yourself, okay? All right. Oh my gosh, we have the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles on the card Flirt. Well, no wonder. Something's going on in this material world of yours. Man, there is a steadiness. There is a need to be grounded. I don't know if I've ever seen it so much in one reading. Why? Because what it is you've been wanting, you've been waiting for, you've been asking for. And I have to tell you, it feels like a very karmic weekend. So if you have understanding over not everything, you don't have to understand it all, but enough. Sometimes you only have to understand one or two things, and then everything else falls into place. Um, you're manifesting. You're manifesting. I felt like the earlier energy where there's two people comparing like my battle scars to your battle scars, so to speak. Listen, I do feel this is about you. I feel like that is your soulmate. You need to get beyond just that piece of it. And I can tell you. So why would somebody be doing that? Well, they're looking for attention. They're looking for attention, some type of attention from you. Something maybe maybe you're not giving them attention. And you may be feeling the same way. So break that down. Like that can be talked about and that can be solved. I'm telling you, you have your soulmates, romantic soulmates. So, truthfully, you come to teach each other, but yet for some reason, it's like you're both acting like the student and the student who sits in the back of the class and doesn't pay attention and, wants to be the clown. I don't know. I don't know. But something's lacking. And I feel it's something as simple as, listen, maybe this person needs to hear how much you truly love them again. And maybe they need to feel it from your heart. And, and maybe you need it too. But maybe you do need to be the bigger person, be the, be the front runner. Like, just put your ego behind you and just be like, babe, I love you. Like, I love you. And then start to notice where things go. That can be in many different situations because I feel like that's a little bit of what's going on too. Like within relationships, even people you're just meeting, it's like, just be careful. Okay. What do I mean be careful? I mean, number one, don't think everyone's your soulmate. Okay. Because you are going to be running, there are a lot of different options. Now, this can mean there's a lot of different options for you. We have more than one soulmate. But I feel it doesn't even matter. Because I don't know why, but like all of a sudden I feel like someone's out there, like looking at people like, I wonder if you're my soulmate. I wonder if you're my soulmate. Hmm. I wonder if that person's my soulmate. Let that go, because the soulmate will naturally come to you. Remember that. There's no hunt, search. It's energy. And when energy is right, when the energy is right, it just happens. It is divinely timed. Not universally timed, not by you, not in the 3D world. Let it just come to you naturally. Stop thinking about it. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. Let's see. Dang it, I'm over an hour and a half. So much for a short weekend update. But hey, a lot of messages, and it looks good. You know, you have the opportunity to look at yourself, and when you look at yourself and you're able to truly look at your authentic self, it's just like everything opens up to you. Be proactive in your own life. Don't always accept what a doctor or a physician will tell you. Again, if you are a doctor, I'm sorry, I don't mean it that way, but let's face it, pharmaceutical companies do give doctors kickbacks to push their medications. You need to know that so that you can be proactive in your own healing. When they put you on a medication, ask them, why? What other options do I have? What will this do to the rest of my body? What will happen if I don't take this? And then research it. Okay, guys. The biggest message is to extend your lighthearted energy to others. I love you. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for keep coming back. I know, I'm always surprised. Like, I can't believe everyone comes back. But thank you, because that allows me to do what I do. I know I keep getting emails about readings. I am not doing personal readings for a little while. I've made that decision. I feel it's the right decision for me, and for my own well-being. I just need to take it off the table for right now. Okay, it's like one of those things where I know what my authentic self needs right now, and that is really about producing more creativity on the channel for the collective. Not that I'll never do personal readings again. I'm sure I will, because I'm going to miss them. I know it. But as of right now, okay? So if, I think everyone is reimbursed. And if you haven't been, let me know and send your PayPal, what do you call it? Receipt. Okay, just send it to my email, okay? I am truly running off of donations right now, so I am so grateful for each and every donation. I don't, I'm just so grateful. And I'm so happy that we're all together, and, don't think I don't feel your energy, because I do. And it gives me a true sense of comfort. So thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, I'm going to shut up now because the weekend has begun. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.